Hey poopsies, I'm here with my man.
Not her man, not your man, not your man.
He's so silly. He gets like this when his blood sugar is low. Seems like baby wants a snacky snack. Hey baby. Baby want a snacky snack?
No, you only carry bootleg animal crackers on you.
It's okay. I'm driving him around for the day though, because guess whose license got suspended? Again. Actually, matter of fact, put a finger down if you're on your third DUI. Babe, why isn't your finger down?
Because DUI shouldn't count on mopeds and you know that.
Oh, but they do. It's okay though. He's my little passenger princess for the day. Passenger prince? Diana!
Stop.
Hey, Diana.
No, seriously, keep me off camera. My hairline's not swagged out today. Just stay over there.
Yeah, we gotta get that fixed too, don't we? Because your hairline, it's giving what?
Don't start.
It's giving what, babe?
Do not start.
Heartbeat.
Stop that.
Yeah, them follicles are doing a little milli rock.
I said stop that. You know that male pattern baldness is a real disease. You're basically making fun of a disabled person right now. And that's on top of the fact there's a men's mental health crisis in this country.
There's a men's mental health crisis in this car.
Oh my God. I don't even know why I'm listening to you talk about hair. You look like a light-skinned Pippi Longstocking today.
That's not even an insult. She's like a top 10.
A top 10 what?
White?
You know what? No, put me back on. You know what?
No.
You can't see it, but in the back for the head, bald, completely smooth, no hair, nothing back there, nothing going on back
Babe,
there.
you're going off script.
Yeah, I am going off script. She's got inverted kneecaps too. Running around the house at night like a little cryptid. It's terrifying.
Babe, you know I'm really insecure about that.
You should be.
Okay, guys, hashtag Black Love. Men suck. Am I right, ladies?
Woo, yeah, that's right.
Woo. Looks max this, or a farm that. How about we job max? Popeyes is hiring.
Clock
Yes.
it.
If you say enough gender war nonsense / rage bait online, a podcast mic just manifests in front of you and the CIA hands you a key to a recording studio. Y'all ever see clips of couples or just relationship dynamics that make you pause and go, Thankfully, I can monetize that bewilderment. Let's start with something like childbirth, a bloody miracle. I moonwalked out of my mother, fully, like, vertically standing up, nearly ripped right out of her, like the xenomorph in Alien. Was that level of suffering worth it for my first moments on Earth to be that swagged out? I would say yes. Now imagine that you're, Winnie the Poohing it, right, in the throes of agonizing labor, and the father of that child says this.
Alright, so listen, bro. I know you were in pain too, but, bro, there are so many people that go into labor and do not act like this, dude. Like,
They act
dude,
worse.
Bro, no, dude, like, bro, I've seen videos with people, like, having childs in cars and shit, bro, and they don't even be acting like this. Like, it's perfectly fine with them. Like, come on, bro. Stick yourself together at least a little bit, bro. I know it hurt, but come on, dude.
I can't even imagine being in this much pain. I'm on the ground. I'm face to face with his socks and sandals just playing in my face in that gas station loiterer outfit. The second that baby comes out, I'm using that umbilical cord as a whip. That fisherman's hat, first thing to go, right? I'm hitting around his ankles, making him tap dance until the nurses restrain me. Neither of us are getting custody of that kid. And I know, that's not the Christian thing to do. Okay, I'm still working on it. What's crazy is that this woman isn't even doing that much. I would be wailing like a banshee if I was in that much pain. And that would be even before the point where I'm actually in the stirrups, pushing, which is where you need the most emotional support. Now, this is where some men's reaction to the actual birth of the child is left a bad taste in some people's mouths.
Yeah. You're amazing. Okay, that's probably gonna go ahead and call her.
Now, in this guy's defense, I don't know how I would react if I was seeing a birth for the first time. But I mean, you try not to wince and gag in front of the person. But if you have like a weak stomach, right? How does one actually prepare for this? Do you like pre-game birthing videos? Building up your tolerance? Maybe pre-game is not the appropriate word to use. Maybe, oh, you know what? I would wear a balaclava so they wouldn't be able to see my facial expressions. That's less terrifying. If anything, it's actually rather classy. Let this be a warning to anyone watching that any individual that you lay down with is potentially going to be the one who's next to you in a delivery room. And some of these men, to be fair, will let you know who they are off the bat. Putting myself in timeout because a man once asked me, do you have to go to college to be a lawyer? And I still stayed with him and then ended up having a baby with him. Do you need to go to college to be a lawyer? Yes, of course. I didn't know. I thought it was different. That was a career I had in mind, but I ain't going to college, so oh well. I would have been a good lawyer, though. You can't say he misrepresented himself. Luckily, though, we have sympathetic men that understand our struggle.
Be honest. If I had a vagina, I would try to. Could you imagine being the first man with a legitimate vagina?
I'd be able to compare now the difference between getting kicked in the nuts and giving birth. Giving birth is the only time a woman comes close to understanding what it's like when a man has a common cold. Okay?
Are you well?
This is Love is Blind. It has to be. That couch conversation set up like it's a bougie therapy session. The whole vibe of like strangers realizing they don't actually know the person that they linked up with. You want to talk about relationship dynamics that are terrifying. It's these blind date type couples from these reality TV shows.
Are you physically attracted to your husband?
I'm getting there. I'm on the path.
So you're saying at this stage you're not physically attracted to your husband?
Could you imagine hearing that from your partner? I would start convulsing. If anything, I think I would ensure that they would never be physically attracted to me. And you peep the accents, right? These shows have migrated overseas. They've infected foreign populations. There's an Arab version now. I've seen it. The facial hair was impeccable. You know what they should have called it? No see Habibti. I stand by that joke. I really can't stand the discourse regarding like if looks matter in relationships. Like, of course they do. Which is why the whole premise of this, oh, love is blind. No, it's not. Love has 20/20 vision. I don't think looks should be the foundation of a relationship. Of course, attraction to each other matters. It becomes shallow when looks trump every other characteristic. Or the standards of what you consider to be attractive are so unattainable that it's like, all right, good luck meeting anyone who actually meets those standards. Saying, looks don't matter is disgustingly backhanded, by the way. Imagine if someone, was to admit that they like you despite the way that you look. The worst part about this looks don't matter BS, right, is that it's actually just repackaging selfishness and insecurity as actually being virtuous. There's no consideration for how the other person would feel about their partner consciously thinking that about them. And worse, they're comfortable enough telling other people about this.
Why do you like her? Because she's the first girl that's really kind of giving you a lot of attention.
Yep.
Is that why?
No.
Oh, I'm curious.
I'm joking. No, she's very pretty and nice.
Well, then why did you say you decided that you don't like the chin and she's kind of ugly?
That was a joke.
He was not joking. And they can't even pretend like they don't understand it's messed up, right? Because they are never saying it to their partner's faces, because they know it would be devastating. It's not like they don't understand fundamentally how cruel it is to consciously think that about the person that you're with. They're just too selfish to compromise the relationship because they're getting what they need out of the other person. This is also why phrases like medium ugly irritate me.
I like medium ugly guys.
What the You had a crush on me.
Exception.
Like, do you actually like medium ugly men? Or do you just like the security that comes with being with a guy who thinks of you as being out of his league? It's like they want the guy that is, salivating over them and is gonna feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful to have her. And they don't think they're gonna get that from a hotter guy. That's assuming, by the way, that they even have access to those really attractive men. Because that's the other layer to this looks don't matter BS. And I'm applying this to anybody, okay, regardless of gender, like if this is what their mindset is. Is it that you're not shallow, or do you not have a choice but to not be shallow? Because oftentimes, the baddies, the people who are their type or whatnot, they're not even checking for you. Do you see what I mean when I say, like, it's trying to frame it as like, oh, I don't care about things that are superficial. It's like, you ain't got no choice. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to hear my thoughts regarding this topic, because I got a lot of opinions, okay, on the topic of medium ugly. Because the punch in the gut, by the way, if you find out you're not even your partner's type, you have to be each other's type. And when I say type, by the way, obviously that is encompassing things that are outside the realm of the physical, but the physical component also does matter. Now, I do think that you have to critically examine, like, is your type even healthy? Or, are you seeking out people that reflect your worst qualities? Is your type actually just the byproduct of your brain being rotted by social media or adult content or fanfic, whatever? Pick your gooner bait. Is it fetishistic? Or is it a projection of your own self-hatred? Because there are people who won't do that sort of honest self-assessment, but they will still attach themselves to someone.
Since y'all just got engaged, what's y'all's fetish? I'm really, really into Asian women despite what I'm marrying.
Bruh.
I'm literally a white woman. I don't know what to say about that, so.
What's your fetish?
My fetish? That man right there. This one. Yeah. Thank you.
I hope y'all have a great wedding.
These street interviews, they need to be studied. Because who on earth is going up to strangers and asking them what their fetish is? Why would you answer? If you see somebody on a boardwalk, right? And it's always the boardwalk in particular, because they know there's going to be a bunch of drunk people prone to making poor life choices, trying to stumble their way back to their motel, who will be willing to divulge information that normally you wouldn't be able to waterboard out of someone. And I would say it is your obligation as an American, if you see any one of these shady individuals walking around with a mic, right, trying to get content out of somebody, you gotta bum rush them, Naruto style, and hurl their equipment into the sea. A few sea turtles, choking to death, rip. That's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make in order to end these types of interviews. Normally. Okay, and let me say, obviously, I do not know the individual that is featured in this video. Assuming it even is a real video, right? You gotta understand, this is the internet. I take everything you see with a grain of salt, even though I'm reacting to all of them as if they are real, right? Normally, when a man says that their fetish is a whole race of women, that's a corn-brained answer. Y'all understand what corn means. This is a level of censorship that is required on this platform. And you notice how she didn't disrespect him? What's tragic is that, even when you do find a person who's willing to commit to you, who you like, they can still behave in a manner that is trifling. Is a man with a wandering eye will be the death of you.
Is that okay to say? You promise? Yeah. Do you know that I love you so much that you actually don't care? Or do you care? I said, do you know that I love you so much is why you don't care? Or do you actually just not care?
I know that I'm the first one.
He's got the nerve to say, I still love you, babe. Are you comfortable with this? After the fact. Obviously, there's a difference between recognizing that other people are attractive. It's not even really a conscious choice most of the time. It's a snap assessment. You don't go out of your way to comment on it, especially in front of your partner. Now he's putting her in a position where she basically has to, play the part of the cool girl. You gotta pretend like you're comfortable with somebody playing in your face. I know there's a lot of people who want to respond with, oh, I'd never let a man play in my face like that. Let's be for real, okay? I'm speaking as somebody who is actually very non-confrontational in real life. I think a lot of us in that situation probably would have done what she did. Or you know what, afterwards, on the card right back, it would have been I think what you said was really disrespectful, and that really hurt my feelings when you said that. I know that I said that I was comfortable with it in the moment, but I really wasn't. It really hurt my feelings. Or better yet, it's a text that you send after the fact, and you have to psych yourself up to send it. Because even while being disrespected, you still don't want to come off as confrontational. You're still taking their feelings into consideration, even though they trampled on yours. I feel like a lot of you are tapping into a very triggering memory. I'm right there with you, girl. If you want to see how much lust can ruin a sweet moment, it's this video. Kills me. It does reaffirm my belief, alright, that seeking out sources of sensual stimuli outside of your relationship, it is a recipe for disaster. Because let's just say, imagine, right? I don't know, you see your man's follow list or whatever, and it's a bunch of broads that don't even look like you. Some of them are probably AI. He's DMing a bot that's run by a server in Malaysia. That's someone's reality right now. By the grace of God, I have never been with a man who was perpetually online like that. And I imagine there's probably a guy out there, who's got a girlfriend that's gooning to those spicy books, that I keep seeing on my TikTok. Spice level. What's the spice level on this one? Just gooning to literature. And I know some of these broads are sitting out on park benches, publicly gooning. Maybe he cracks open one of these books after disinfecting it, and he realizes he's nothing like these men. Not even just physically, I'm talking personality wise. He's just a 5'9" light skin with a mediocre fade. I mean, in that situation, what are you meant to do when you find out the person that you're with? You're not even their type like that. They're fantasizing about people who look nothing like you in any capacity. I'd hunch over and fold in two. Snap shut like a Motorola flip phone. I had to do like my Melania pose to regain my energy. And what makes it worse is that if you do try and establish some of these boundaries, and for some reason you get onto the internet and are discussing the intimate details of, I don't know, your specific relationship dynamics, I've seen this response from, you know, when someone will be like, I'm uncomfortable with my partner following a bunch of people that they're, clearly gooning to. You will get some individuals being like, you're just insecure. You're just jealous. It's like, why are y'all acting like it's weird to be uncomfortable with your man gooning to someone else's, like, quivering caramel cheeks? Now, this need, you know, to show that you're not the jealous type, right? That you are the cool girl, resulted in this odd trend a while back where there were women who were showing their man, like, Tate McRae's new music video. It was for the song It's Alright, I'm Okay. And, you know, she's gyrating around, tanned, double cheeked up. It's very sensual. She's doing the splits. You know, and she does look good. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not mature enough to do this. Girl, you're secure. I wish I could.
Are you out of your ever-loving mind? Well then, you're sweet insecure. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna call this insecure. It's bizarre. You think I'm gonna be willing to show my man Gooner bait? Search it up. Click play for him, and he's sitting there grinning ear to ear like a kid on Christmas morning. To death with the cool girl. Are you for real? I know that my male viewership is there. I don't know, it's like 30% or something, which I was a little bit surprised by. I guess my sophistication was irresistible. Imagine you willingly deciding to play, I don't know, one of the most like humpy scenes from Magic Mike, and your girl is sitting there biting her lip, rocking back and forth. And if you're not comfortable with that, you're insecure. You're not a real man. However, if you want a real glimpse into a relationship dynamic that is truly masochistic, okay, it is the situationship, right? As it's been dubbed by Gen Z, which is a sort of gray area relationship in which, as I think was pretty succinctly put by others online, one party has commitment issues and the other party has no self-respect.
Saw him, wanted him, got him. 1 year plus together, broke up, got back together. He broke up with me, friends with benefits, left me again. He acts like we're together. He called me all kinds of disrespectful stuff because I went to a party, blocked me. I chose myself. He wants me back, friends with benefits. He left me again, got him back, friends with benefits.
I mean, it just keeps going, by the way. Like, I was done by slide 7. Baby girl, you gotta take your BPD medication and go on a retreat or something, I beg. I am exhausted reading this. You know her friend group is tired. The most shocking situationship post I've seen has got to be this exchange.
Sometimes you just gotta read your situationships text and go on about your day. I know you think I'm dramatic or whatever, but I'm not going to allow people to stay in my life who constantly make me feel small. Fair. So sorry. I thought I could balance a 4-girl roster, but I'm just so busy. Obviously, you live in Brizzy, which is like super inconvenient. You honestly were getting outperformed by the other girls. Good on you for finding some standards, though. I love seeing my girls grow. Kiss, kiss. All the best, love.
That, like, jaundiced hand heart emoji. Oi. Now, again, assuming this text exchange is real, right? This man is a master of his craft. It's like watching Michelangelo chisel. The tragedy is that there are people that through a mix of like self-hatred or on some level being addicted to toxicity don't mind this dynamic. They keep going back to it. They're fiending for it. There has been a current mini trend of sorts where some women are coming forth with their bird brain moments. If you haven't heard of the expression like, oh, she a bird, chirp chirp, it just means, how do I say this? It isn't simply just women who tolerate nonsense from men. It's women who are almost like willing to sacrifice any shred of dignity that they have for the sake of staying with this man who clearly does not like them.
I'm just a bird. Baby, I'm going to bed. I love you.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, that was your first time saying I love you. Me too, I'm going to bed. Oh, okay.
That was diet birddom. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, that was more of like an embarrassing moment, right? That's something you can laugh about. Other examples are more alarming.
Cause girl, I'm just a bird. I'm not even sure like what you're looking for. And if you're looking for that in me, like you call me crazy, but it's just me tired of repeating myself. But clearly you're not understanding my side, so no need to argue. Like, I'm sorry to hear that happened today. I wish you would have said something regardless. You seem to be so quick to call me toxic or crazy when all I'm doing is showing interest and you're not being clear. What kind of assumptions am I supposed to make? I think it's fair to say I want someone to show interest in me, which you weren't, which is fine. I didn't want it to be an argument. And are you coming or no?
I'll come. You know he didn't even read all that. He read the first line, maybe, skimmed the rest of it. Now, look, these girls are no longer in that self-made hostage situation. So, you know, we can laugh about it. Ha ha ha, as, you know, Beyonce and Shakira said in Beautiful Liar. What's scary is not even these men spitting like toxic game. It's the women
who are talking about, you know, hate to say it, but this would work on me. Telling my situationship that I'm busy and I can't hang out. What are you doing? Can't hang, I'm busy. Busy? You got other plans all of a sudden? Actually, I do. Cancel them. Is it a date or something? That's none of your business. The way it is. No one else would put up with you. Excuse me? See, that's what I'm talking about. Your little attitude. I don't have an attitude. Whatever you say, princess. For real though, you better cancel and be ready for me to pick you up in 15. Maybe this is love language. This would 100% work on me, unfortunately. The way I would cancel my plans and be ready in 15. What is wrong with me? He had me at cancel them. Yes, sir. You see what I mean? I want to shake these women. I want to smack them with a chancla every time they find this kind of behavior attractive as a form of operant conditioning. Now, thankfully, you know, the women at this point, they're still not trapped. They're in a prison of their own making. Like, baby girl, you got the key. You can leave. They still have hope, right? Because they're not yet at the, like, situationship turned baby mama life sentence. That's the worst case scenario. Something I'm about to admit. I'd rather be a baby mama than a wife. Wives are temporary. Just a pen and paper, and your title can change. But a baby mama, that title can't be taken away, no matter what happens. I'll always have access to him because that bond can never be broken. This better be a fake post. But for the sake of this woman, for my sake, for the sake of you watching this. What's terrifying, by the way, even if sometimes I'll see posts like this and they're actually just like copy pastas of what someone actually unironically said. And that's what's terrifying, really, is that this sentiment, there are women who unironically think like this. Now, if we're actually going to be talking about fake posts, all right, I saw this video that was in the situationship cinematic universe.
No, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, no. This is not happening right now.
This is awkward. I'm currently entertaining 3 other right now. You were my fave until you just told me this. Now you gave me the ick. I mean, you are very sexy, so maybe I will get over it. Come over tonight. Continue.
Now, was that messed up? Yes. Audacious and out of pocket. To the point where it became hilarious? Yes. Was this a real exchange between two people? Probably not. All right, it's a little too perfect. Not to mention there's other women that were posting their text exchanges that were a little too similar, like to the point where the phrasing that these men were using overlapped.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Thank you. I'm currently entertaining 3 other people. I appreciate the honesty. Stay strong, queen.
This is so embarrassing. I finally had the courage to tell my situationship how I felt about him, and he sent me this back.
Thank you. Gotta be real. You're like number 3 on my roster right now, but keep playing your cards right, and you could easily move up. Stay strong, queen.
Now, I played these not only because they were entertaining, and I do love that little cantina at the end by Winnie the Pooh, but also because, you know, I will be using a similar tactic in any of my future breakup / emotional manipulation games. I learn, I absorb, I adapt, elevate. I don't know if I necessarily want to dabble with this specific sort of AI, at least not at this point in my life. You gotta take a stance on these things eventually. I think my best option, right, to use a format that is just as audacious is probably just to like pay someone like Matthew Morrison to record a cameo where they recite a script that I sent them that's very similar to this.
Hey divas! Matthew Morrison here. Tell me something good. Yeah. Okay.
Now, I think that it is time for a little palate cleanser.
We're on our way to the planet Zorg. Beep, 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 beep. We're looking for intelligent life, and we need dilithium crystals for our spaceship. Captain, I think it's time to send Techno down to the planet surface, Zorg. Techno, you've got to find us some more dilithium crystals. We can't live without our dilithium crystals.
I love when two weirdos find each other. Ugh. This is how I'm trying to be when I'm 50, okay? Hold up with my man. The neighbors walk by our open window. We don't bother closing the blinds. They see what's going on in our house. That's why they don't talk to us anymore. It's their loss. What do you think about the clips in these videos? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Do you resonate with some of my ramblings on the topic? As always,
You know what I mean? I don't delete comments. So tell me, what do you guys think? If you want me to react to any specific topic, or, you know, you do want to hear me talking about the whole medium ugly, you know what? I'm asking for input, but like at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna make a video on it because I have a lot to say. And I think some of you would enjoy my rants, you know. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time that I upload. And as always, thank you for watching. Shout out to my top patrons. If you would like to donate to my Patreon, please click on the link in the description or down below. Thank you to my other lovely patrons.